So in this video I'm going to teach you how to make daisies. Daisies are not very voluminous flowers, so in this I'll show you just with the paints without using the impasto paste. So first I am painting my background. So background color combination can be any depending your choice, that you can choose as per your design. I'm planning to keep it really light. This is the sky and the bottom part will be the garden kind of scene. It's simple acrylic paint, normal painting, and as we go down I'll be adding more darker shades of green on the sides. Here will be my flowers. So randomly you can add. Keep the bottom part little darker. And we will start with the grasses first. So first the darker colors, and on the top I'll be adding more lighter shades. For the darker shades you can use sap green along with brown and black. So I've almost laid the base. Now I'm adding little lighter color on the grasses. So I'm adding little yellow and light green, that is cadmium green you can use. So I'm adding some lighter tone, which is cadmium green and yellow. It can be random, but just take care that you have to add your flower and daisies here. So keep that in mind. The stroke you can also take on the side and do like this. So in this I have not added any paste, texture paste, and so it will be a combination of white daisies and some blue white flowers. So first I lay the blue flowers. For that you can use a smaller knife. I'm making purple color also, little purple and little blue I'll be using. So for purple you can add blue, crimson, that is red, and white. So just add some hints of blue here and there, and maybe one or two small flowers of purple and blue. So this is like very small flowers, so I'm using a small knife. Take the dollop of paint like this put it at the tip of your knife and press and lift. Dollop like this, lift and press. So you can create your flower, small flowers, maybe 3 petal, 4 petal, or even 5, but very small flowers. Maybe 1 or 2 of glue. So you just have to use the tip of the knife, not full knife. So I am just pressing the tip lightly and releasing it. And remember, you don't have to pull it up, you have to glide it so that your flower comes neat. Maybe 1 or 2 smaller, 1 or 2 petal, not too much. Now I'll start with the daisy. Daisy is white in color, and in this white paint I'm not going to use any texture paste or any impasto paste, just straight away with the paint. And remember, these are heavy body paints, these tube colors, these are heavy body paints. So if you're making a flower which is less voluminous, it generally doesn't require any impasto paste, and you can make like that only. So this is how, and this knife I'm using, this is how you lift it. Suppose my first flower is here, so press and lift, and every time you will load your knife at the tip. Remember, because daisies are like really thin soft flowers, so, and thin petals, not too much of volume is there, so no need of paste. If you need like heavy flower, if you are making like heavy flowers, then you need more of the impasto paste, which is important, otherwise your flower will not stand. It will not look voluminous but flat. So my first daisy is ready. I'm going to make another one here. And if you feel your knife is dirty, please clean it. Cleaning the knife is very important so that each and every petal looks nice. If you think that you are not satisfied with the petal, go back over it again before it dries. Once the acrylic dries, it becomes very difficult to make corrections. That is why in impasto, in oil, it's much easier, as that gives you more time to do the corrections. But in acrylics, you really have to be little cautious and avoid mistakes, and if you have made any mistake, correct it before it dries off. Maybe one flower here, and plan your painting beforehand. Plan it where you are going to put the flowers, so that once your paints are out, you start your work, because acrylic starts drying up. And don't take out like too much of paint in one go. Take out small quantities. Maybe one more I'll make, a little smaller one, and that's all. A little smaller one. See, if you like press it much, then it hampers with the paint below. So try not to press too much. And maybe I'll add little more smaller flowers around of blue color, blue and white combination. So you can add accordingly. Even like one or two petals here and there, that helps and as a filler. I'll add some leaves here. This could have been done earlier, like a little more bigger I could have given, but that's fine. Now for the center. The center of daisies are yellowish, so you can take little yellow color and a bit of brown, just a little bit of brown. You can even add little orange if you want to. So just take yellow and dab it in the center so that you get a nice pollens. This can be done once the white is dried, so not a problem. But if you want to work it right now, that is also fine. If you are not comfortable with the knife, this you can do with brush also. Yellow and the blue flowers also. So see, if your flower is not too voluminous, then you can just use the paints and get a good impasto painting.